Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kenesha, and this is of course the life of Kenesha. So I am starting this vlog in the car, as you can see, because we are headed out. This is my first time driving since the snowstorm. We do still have a little bit of ice on the ground, so I'm gonna have to be careful out here, and I hope y'all are being careful as well. However, we are going to go, one, return some books, pick up some new books, and then we're going to go to Barnes and Noble, I believe. Don't quote me, but that's what I'm have planned for today right now. So I just thought I'd take y'all along because I don't know, I very rarely take y'all along when it comes to book stuff. I briefly touch on book stuff, but I never go into depth on book stuff. But I do still read. I read a lot, actually. I've read, I believe, 7 books thus far this year. So we have some library returns that are overdue, that needs to go back before I get fined. And then I have a book or two I want to pick up from Barnes and Nobles. So I'm going to bring y'all along with me so that we can do that. And then we'll talk a little bit more whenever I get settled where I am going. So see y'all in a little bit. Okay, y'all, I am back home. We had a brief intermission. I ended up going to Hobby Lobby to get a few things, but that's not for this video. We are going to be doing a book haul of everything that I got while I was in the library. So I did not go to Barnes& and Nobles because I ended up getting like 5 books, and I'll go to Barnes& and Noble at the end of this month if I finish what I'm reading currently. But as of right now, we're not going to Barnes& and Noble. Anywho, like I was saying, as of right now, we're not going to Barnes& and Nobles because I have way too many books. So I've been seeing some controversy about her. So we have one of her books. Just because I read the synopsis of it and it looked like it was going to be a good book. So I have a book by Rebecca Yarros called The Last Letter. Girl, this book has been through my library, but that's what the library is for sometimes. So I'll just read y'all the synopsis of this book. If you are not a person who likes spoilers, I guess you will, then I don't think this is something for you to listen to. But for this particular book, on the synopsis here, it says, if you're reading this, well, you know the last letter drill. You made it. I didn't. Get off the guilt train, because I know if there was any chance you could have saved me, you would have. I need one thing from you. Get out of the army and get to Telluride. My little sister Ella is raising the twins alone. She's too independent and won't accept help easily, but she has lost our grandmother, our parents, and now me. It's too much for anyone to endure. It's not fair. And here's the kicker. There's something else you don't know that's tearing her family apart. She's going to need help. So if I'm gone, that means I can't be there for Ella. I can't help them through this, but you can. So I'm begging you, as my best friend, go take care of my sister, my family. Please don't make her go through it alone. Ryan. So that was intriguing. That was a decent read. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what this is about. So yeah, we're gonna read this book. It's roughly about, let me see, I think it's about 400 pages. 422 pages. So that's number one. These are in no particular order. This is just the list that I'm going down to tell y'all. But this is number one. And then I've been seeing this book, well, quite some time, I'm sorry. And I wanted to purchase it from Barnes & Noble, but as I was searching through the library, I ended up seeing them. So this is Blood at the Root. And then I have the second book, which is Bones at the Crossroad. So for this particular one, it was giving me Drew Collins. I don't know if y'all have ever watched Drew Collins, but it was giving me Drew Collins vibes. So, I'm sorry, not watch, but read. It's like a series, Maggie Gray series. And for this one in particular, it says Cayman Emissions. Dear gifted conjurer, congratulations. It is with great honor and pleasure that we inform you that you have been accepted into Cayman University. This new journey will be prestigious and life-filling as you learn to grow in the excellence of hoodoo and Vodun magic. I don't know if that's how you say that, but that's how I'm going to say it. Integrity and honesty. Your exceptional gift was selected from a very competitive applicant pool of conjurers, and we are confident that you will contribute to the magical culture and thrive here at KMU. Let us all lead with love and know our roots are deep, numerous, and vivacious. So, he's always on live on TikTok. His name is Ladarian Williams. He's always on live on TikTok, broadcasting his books. So I'm so happy to see that this was actually in my library, because where my library is, it is predominantly the inside of my hand and not so much as the back side of my hand. So I was very, very happy to see these two books there, and they had both of them. So we have these to read as well. And then lastly, I have another series. So lastly, I have these two books. So the first book is Waiting to Exhale. To know me is to know that I love this movie down. It's not so much as all the crazy stuff that they did, but much rather the sisterhood, the friendship that they have. I love this movie. So this is Terry McMillan, Waiting to Exhale, and he's also the author who did Disappearing Acts, if you did not know. So I have Waiting to Exhale because when I found out it was a book, I'm like, wait, I didn't know it was a book. So the movie is based off the book. Had to read that. And then this is the second part of it. It's a sequel, which I did not know they had a sequel, but it's Getting Too Happy. This is a sequel to Waiting to Exhale. Never knew that there was a sequel. So now I'm excited to read Waiting to Exhale so that I can get into this because, girl, what? A sequel? I never knew it was a sequel. So, I was trying to see if there was like any type of synopsis of it. Okay, so before I get into that, let me read. Well, I read you guys the synopsis of this particular one, and then this is just going to be like a sequel to the other one here that we just did. So, Bones at the Crossroads, it says, it's homecoming season at Kamen University, and all 17-year-old Malik Barron wants to do is be a regular college student, or as regular as he can get at a magical HBCU for young black conjurers. He's ready to go to parties, hang out with his new friends, choose a major, and talk to girls. Instead, he's reeling from a summer of revelations, heartbreak, and betrayal, while still uncovering the truth about his powers and his legacy. The family he only just discovered has already fractured beyond repair, and a relative who shows up on his doorstep brings even more questions. Then there's the mother he risks everything to find, who might be the biggest threat to the life he's trying to build. To protect his new community, Malik joins an elite secret society with roots in ancient magic. His journey takes him even deeper into his own heritage and the history of the magical world, while bringing him closer to a classmate whose friendship might mean something more, if Malik is ready to let her in. But how can he use his powers he can't even control to defend a world he's not sure will ever fully accept him? And as the pressure and danger build, will he be able to confront the deepening cracks within the magical society, as well as those building within himself? So, this is what the sequel is about. So, I'm excited for those. And then, for those of you who do not know what Waiting to Exhale is, let me see if she has a synopsis of this one here. Okay. Savannah Jackson is an attractive, educated, and as her mother and sister keeps reminding her, unmarried at the age of 36. On the verge of moving to her fourth city in 15 years, Savannah is tired of being by myself and sick of explaining what she wants. Peace of mind, a place I can call home. I want to feel important to somebody. After 11 years of marriage, Bernadine Harris has the house, the BMW, and the kids, but a 24-year-old white bookkeeper has her husband. It seems as if she'd always had a husband. Now all she knew was that she was going to be a 36-year-old divorced mother of two, with her prescription for Xanax and her first pack of Cools in 106 days firmly in hand. Bernadine is on her own. Robin Stokes is a successful professional recovering from a dead-end love affair. They say love is a two-way street. If this is true, then the one I've been on for the last 2 years is a dirt road. After months of depression, shopping, and dating all the wrong men, she is determined to learn how to tell the difference between the real thing and the pretenders, even if she has to create the real thing from scratch. Gloria Matthews owns Oasis, one of the few hair salons for black women in Phoenix. Repeated disappointments in love throughout her life have driven her to find comfort and solace in God. Other people, hair, food, and her teenage son. But with Tank almost 17 and her reign as mother nearly over, Gloria must consider her future. Just how do you go about, and I think it finishes over here, making a life for yourself when you've been socially crippled and emotionally bankrupt for years? Here are the heroines of Telly McMillan's affecting new novel, four African American women who lean on each other while waiting to exhale, waiting for that man who would take their breath away. Through their complex friendships, Macmillan gives us her most honest and searing novel yet, a poignant and fiercely accurate portrait of modern female camaraderie. Period. I love this movie, so I'm hoping I love the book just as much, if not more. Okay, and for the sequel, because this is new to me, which is Getting to Happy. Let me see. In Getting to Happy, Macmillan revisits Savannah, Gloria, Bernadine, and Robin 15 years after we parted ways with their stories. Each is at their own midlife crossroads. Savannah has woken up to the fact that she made too many concessions in her marriage and decides to face life single again at 51. Bernadine has watched her mega divorce settlement dwindle, being swindled by husband number 2, and conned herself into thinking that a few pills will help distract her from pain. Robin has become a shopaholic, while a big dream of her life to wear a wedding dress has gone unrealized. And for years, Gloria has taken happiness and security for granted. But being at the wrong place at the wrong time can change everything. All four women are learning to heal past hurts, reclaim their joy and their dreams, but they return to us full of spirit, sass, and faith in one another. They've excelled, now they are learning to breathe. I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm excited to read all of these, but I don't know which one I will read first. I'm thinking about doing a read along with me this weekend where I read for 24 hours. So if I do, y'all would be the first to know. But these are the 5 books that I have recently gotten. So remember, I have the Waiting to Exhale series. I have the Rebecca Euros, The Last Letter. And then I have Ladarian Williams's books, which are giving me mystical creature vibes at a university. So we have all 5 of these. Hopefully I got a thumbnail, but we got all 5 of these. So these are definitely going to be some reads. And I'm going to go and crochet me some bookmarks because we're going to need bookmarks for these books. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we got going for today. I do want to go ahead and end this vlog off here since this was more so of a book vlog. So let me know if y'all like these. Y'all like to see more book content. These are all that I have on my list to read for February. Anything that I read more is going to be extra. So I gave myself a book goal of 70 to read for the entire year. I am on book 7 already. Actually, I just finished book 7. I do have a audio book that I am currently reading. It's Jane Allen, Black Girls Die Exhausted, or Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. I'm not sure. I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys right here. Anywho, I put a picture on the screen here for you guys for the book that I just currently read. It was really, really good. I do give it a 3.5 out of 5, only because it took me so long to get through that book, because it just lost me in places where I feel like it was a little too detailing as far as like story building goes. But overall, it was a good book. I am going to read the second one and the third one. I'm currently going to read the second one first before I start on any of these. Since it's an audiobook, I can get through those pretty fast. So I'm going to be reading that one, and that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll be back in the next one. So I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.